What's poppin', everybody? This is Cerebral54 here to discuss the newly announced cards for the Japanese expanded format. This news is a bit old, 2 weeks old, but since my computer broke down, I couldn't talk about it immediately. But I'm very, very pleased, and I definitely want to give you guys my opinion on it, involving banned cards and some of the most hated banned cards that I have. So, in Japan, Japanese expanded format, not only are they gonna ban Marshadow from Shining Legends, they're also gonna ban Red Card. They're also gonna ban Chip Chip Ice Axe from Unbroken Bonds. Getsus too, apparently, Lieutenant Surge, Ms. Mages, and Flabebe from Forbidden Light. And the new Island Challenge Amulet, which we're gonna be getting in the Cosmic Eclipse set. So when I saw this, I couldn't believe it. I was literally just talking to myself how this is a miracle. This can't be happening. I mean, I would have been just happy if they banned Marshadow and Red Card, but no, they just went all out and banned other troll control cards like the Chip Chip Axe, like Lieutenant Surge's strategy, Ms. Mages. I mean, okay, I guess I never used it, but I can see why they would ban it. But the big cards for me are definitely Marshadow and Red Card. So I've been hating these cards for quite a while now, especially Marshadow when it came out, being searchable, being a Pokemon, and just being so freaking annoying. These cards, Red Card too, your opponent plays them on the first turn, and then you are already starting with a disadvantage if you saw a supporter, and if you didn't see a supporter, then you're basically almost in an auto-loss position. You're top decking, and it was just completely unfair. They do all they gotta do, play first, let's say play Skyfield, draw a billion cards, do whatever they're gonna do, and then to finish it off, they put you at 4 cards. So I've hated these cards, and these cards for me have been the result of making the Pokemon TCG more like Yu-Gi-Oh! Like basically all the problems that I've had with Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG for years, sort of a Pokemon trying to copy them. But thankfully, things are going to change now that they're going to remove these cards, because they really made the game so fucking frustrating for me. Expanded, and when these cards were in standard too, Marshadow. It's just very annoying. It's just stopping your opponent, limiting your opponent from playing. It's the whole thing where, okay, I'm going to do everything that I got to do and just do what I can to make sure you can't play. Like, this is my goal. Make sure you can't play. You can't just respond with anything. And they've been terrible. Now, on the flip side of this, you guys got to keep in mind that our banned cards in the West and what they have in Japan, they're not always the same. For example, Getsus, we already had that banned and expanded. It seems they're banning it right now. And, some other cards here and there that have been different. So, I hope this ban comes in the West too, like in our TCG, particularly Marshadow and Red Card. I really hope for that. The other cards, I mean, yeah, Chip Chip Axe, I don't care about that card. Same with Lieutenant Surge, but especially Marshadow and Red Card, I want to see those cards get banned in English too. So, not be 100% optimistic, because they might not do it, but, there's a good chance if they did that in Japan, some of these are going to come in English too. Now, some cards might be a bit weird for you, but I'm going to explain it if you don't know. Like the Flabebe from Forbidden Light. The reason they're banning this is because it has the ability that if you go second, this Pokemon can evolve during your first turn. So what this means is that with the new Floette and, well, the Florges too, but particularly the Floette, you can evolve into the first turn and start discarding cards from your opponent's hand. So what this means is that if you search out a bunch of Flabebes on your second turn, with level balls or what have you, or with Elm, and then you search out the Floettes somehow, with Ultra Balls, level balls, and then play them down, you can essentially discard 2 to 3 cards from your opponent's hand for free. If you have 1, just discard 1. But a lot of discarding for free on the first turn, and that's pretty unfair. To be honest, it's not this Flabebe's fault. You know, that sort of ability is useful to evolve into your stage 1 quickly. But it's just because they decided to print, you know, these new hand destruction cards that are pretty poor in my opinion. They shouldn't have done that. Just more control annoyance stuff. Now the new Island Challenge Amulet. Now they already have it. We didn't get it yet, but we're gonna get it in the new set. What it does, it basically just does more of the same, just trying to control your opponent not being able to get prizes. I think what it does, I don't remember exactly the effect, but yeah, it's a tool. The max HP of your GX or EX is reduced by 100, and if this Pokemon is knocked out, they take one less prize card. So one combo you can do that I thought of is you use like a regular Dark GX or EX, that's going to give 2 prizes, and you have the Prism Stadium for Darkness Pokemon that your opponent's going to get one less prize when they get knocked out. And then when your Pokemon gets a little bit of damage, you attach this, it's going to get knocked out, and then your opponent doesn't get a prize. So you remove it from play, your opponent won't get any prizes, and the damage they made was for nothing. So, you know, these kinds of combos. There's also Life Dew in Expanded, which makes things, you know, even worse. You can potentially do this combo with just about any GX or EX Pokemon. And it's just pretty nasty. I think eventually they probably won't ban it immediately in our format because it's going to be pretty new, but you never know. Eventually it will get banned though. But yeah, the Flabebe is banned for the Floette. Discard a card from the hand when this card comes out. And of course, you know, the other cards speak for themselves. The Chip Axe, it's fucking, you know, control your opponent's deck. What they're going to be drawing. Really annoying stuff, really shitty stuff. I don't like this sort of interactions in the Pokemon TCG. Lieutenant Surge. You know, this card isn't so bad to be honest because you get to play an extra supporter, not two. You have to play that guy first, and you're only going to get another one. But I see why, I can see why they would get rid of it. So, very happy about that too. You know, Getsis is already banned from us. As Mages, I thought, to be honest, this card, it's kind of fair. I mean, you know, it does do stuff with prize manipulation and, you know, enabling you to take advantage of cards like End and other stuff. But at the same time, you know, you gotta evolve into it. You draw until you have 7, your opponent will get a prize anyway. So, I don't know about Ms. Mages. But I'm definitely very, very pleased with Marshadow and Red Card. They're cards that really ruined the format. And with this, things are gonna get healthy again, like the good old Pokemon TCG where, you know, I get to play and feel safe on my first turn. Like, feel safe with my hand. Not fucking worried that if the opponent plays those cards, I'm going to start with 4 cards turn 1. So that's great. My opinion on it. It's old news. I probably had more to say, but you know, that's what you guys get. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, and share this video with your friends. I just want to tell you guys that I still haven't completed my setup and all the programs that I need to get. I still need to get Cyber Power Director 15. That's the program I was using. I gotta get a lot of stuff, man. So, you know, these videos are basically coming out with Movie Maker. Just so you guys know. But anyways, Cerebral 94, thank you guys for watching. We'll say.